Class 2 intermediate kid, you're on deck. Class 3 senior kid, please be ready.
Junior Toggenburg goes, starting to my right, 1 over 2 for the advantage she has today in general appearance, particularly in the area of the back. She's much more, has much more length in that rump from hips to pins, more width throughout, especially in the loin and the rump between those hocks. Our donor 2 should be commended for the body capacity she has, a lot of depth at the point of elbow, nice extension of brisket, fullness in that chest floor on her.
Your Class 1, first place goes to Avery Wilson, and second place goes to Avery Wilson. Entering the ring now will be Class 2, intermediate sophomore kids. Class 3, senior kids, you're on deck. Class 4, yearly non-milk, please be ready.
Tara, are you missing one? Are you missing one?
Single entry here in our intermediate go kid class, showing us a lot of correctness and general appearance. Really admire the strengths on this kid. She definitely could use a little bit more competition, and she'll get that in our champion lineup.
Class 2, intermediate kid, first place goes to Thomas Wooling. Entering the ring now will be Class 3, senior kid. Class 4, yearling not milk. You're on deck. We'd like to give a big thank you to our volunteer ribbon presenter, Ms. Ferris.
What a beautiful class of Talkenberg goes. Starting on my right, 1/2 for the advantage she has today in general appearance, just as she got out on the move, which is where I'm judging these goats. I'm not looking at them really on the when they're standing still, mainly on the move. 1/2 for the advantage she has in general appearance. She's really uphill to those withers. She's sharp, she's angular, she levels out more nearly from hips to pins. She's really wide in those rear legs, really clean and wide up into that extension. 2/3 in her turn, an advantage in general appearance. Another doe, as she travels about the ring, she's just more upstanding to those withers. She's stronger and straighter in the area of the back, particularly in the area of the rump from hips to pins as she travels out about the ring. And then in her turn, she's more correct in that front end assembly, more desirable placement of that foreleg right under the wither, more width in her turn between the hocks. 3/4 in her turn, again, more general appearance, correct in that front end assembly, less tendency to open up at that point of elbow, a little bit sharper and cleaner at the top of that shoulder, top of that wither, and in her turn, more width between the hocks than are known in 4. 4/5 in her turn, an advantage in general appearance. In her turn, she's just a little bit more correct, going more uphill to those withers. She's stronger and straighter in the area of those rear legs. When viewed from the side, she will yield the width we see in the rear legs of the doe in 5, but it is for the rear leg angulation from the side as she travels about the ring that puts her over a doe here in 5. 5/6 for her advantage in her turn, general appearance. More correct in her turn with that front end assembly, a little bit fuller at the point of elbow, tighter in that shoulder assembly, holding it closer to the body wall. She's just a little bit more smoothly blended throughout than our doe here in 6. 6/7 in her turn, an advantage in general appearance, just showing me more correct feet and legs, more length of bone, more appropriate length of bone throughout. She's a little bit more upstanding in her turn. And then in dairy strength, she really excels our doe at the end of the line here, having a longer, leaner neck, more incurving in that thigh, just a little more cleanliness in that ribbing. In our doe at the end of the line. Our doe at the end of the line should be commended for the width between the forelegs she has, the strength and body capacity she has.
Your Class 4 yearling Not Milk, first place goes to Kennedy Crease. Second place goes to Kennedy Crease. Third place goes to Leela Courtney. Fourth place goes to Avery Wilson. Fifth place goes to Clara Pinnell. Sixth place goes to Ryan Siemens. And seventh place goes to Kennedy Crease. Congratulations. Now in the ring, we will have our Junior Toggenburg doe selection. Just as another reminder, we do need everyone to clean out their pins before you go home today. There is a rollaway dumpster in between the barn.
This is a selection for our Junior Toggenburg doe. Really stylish junior kid. Really admires the length of rump that she showed us earlier. Our intermediate kid, a single entry March kid. Really stylish. Really a lot of balance. I said she could use a little bit of competition, and she got it here. And then our dry yearling, really balanced individual. Really admire the width and general appearance. And when you get your hands on her, she's wonderfully open and angular and dairy. And she will quite easily be my junior champion. The dry yearling will be my junior champion. She's just really balanced. Can we pull her out of the line? Now we look at the go just a second to her. Another real stylish, outstanding individual, a lot of body capacity, but just not quite showing you now the strengths and general appearance with length of rump, dairy strength and angularity, longer, leaner neck that I find on this intermediate kid right here in the middle. She'll be the reserve champion here in this season.
Your junior champion Toggenburg doe goes to Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H, and your reserve champion goes to Thomas Wooling of Manzanita 4-H. Congratulations.
junior get here, really consistent. We have 2 dams and showing a lot of consistencies with feet and legs, particularly the strength of pasterns throughout, the shape of the hoof throughout. Very consistent group, really strong, very good. Deserving of the blue ribbon.
First place, junior get a sire, goes to Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H. Now in the ring, we need Class 7, milkers 2 years and under 3. Class 8, milkers 3 years and under 4, you're on deck. Class 9, milkers 4 years and under 5, please be ready.
Single entry 2-year-old doe here. Really admire the shape she has to that mammary system. A lot of balance and symmetry to it when viewed from the side. A lot of width on that mammary system when viewed from the rear. She also has a really strong general appearance, being very correct in her front end assembly. Only thing I'd like to see is just a little bit more smoothness and security of that 4 under.
Your Class 7, milkers 2 years and under 3, first place, goes to Kennedy Crease. Now in the ring will be Class 8, milkers 3 years and under 4. Class 9, milkers 4 years and under 5, you're on deck. Class 10, milkers 5 years and older, please be ready.
This is our class of 3-year-old Toggenburg does, starting on my right, 1/2 for the advantage she has today in that memory system. Area of udder support, exceptional smoothness of foreudder, extension of foreudder, exceptional width to that rear udder, a lot of shape to the udder floor, more desirable placement of teeth and shape of teeth on the udder floor. She also has the advantage in body capacity now, just wider in that chest floor, fuller at the point of elbow, more round shape to that forerib than our doe here too. 2/3 in her turn, and advantage in memory system, showing me more security of that memory system, having it held more tightly to the body wall as she traveled about the ring. Balance and symmetry, qualities, capacity is pretty similar between these second and third place animals, very similar in type and capacity on those memory systems. And then in general appearance are 2/3 for the advantages she had, but just more smoothness of blending, more appropriate smoothness of the foreleg when viewed from the side, more rear leg angulation, more ease of motion as she travels about the ring than our doe in 3/4 in her turn for the advantage in that memory system, showing me more height to that rear udder, more capacity, more fullness. She will yield a little bit of the smoothness that we see in the fore-udder attachment on our 4th place animal, and it is for that smoothness of fore-udder attachment that our doe in 4 should be commended.
In the ring next, we have Class 9 milkers 4 years and under 5. Your Class 8 milkers 3 years and under 4. First place goes to Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H. Second place goes to Ryan Siemens of Poway 4-H. Third place goes to Avery Wilson of Poway 4-H. And fourth place goes to Thomas Bowling of Manzanita 4-H. In the ring now is Class 9, milkers 4 years and under 5. On deck is Class 10, milkers 5 years and older.
This is our class of 4-year-old Toggenburg does, starting on my right, 1/2 for the advantage she has today in that memory system, showing me more balance and symmetry to that memory system when viewed from the side, more extension and fullness to that forerudder, more smoothness into the body wall. She also has the advantage in body capacity, showing me more fullness at the point of elbow, more width between those forelegs, more depth in the chest, and carrying that depth back into her flank. Our doe in 2 should be commended for the length of bone pattern she shows us throughout, the dariness, the openness and sharpness she has today.
Class 9, milkers 4 years and under 5. First place goes to Clara Kennel of Poway 4-H. And second place goes to Will Warner of El Capitan FFA. Now entering the ring will be Class 10, milkers 5 years and older. It's a single entry.
Doe here, showing us a lot of qualities with feet and legs, strength of pastern, still an udder that's held well above the hocks and smoothly attached. She's deserving of her blue ribbon, and she'll be staying here for our champion lineup. So let's bring in all our first place animals.
In the ring now is our senior champion photographer Joe selection.
Okay, now we're looking at our champion lineup. Starting on my left with our younger doe here, a 2-year-old doe, showing a lot of capacity and productivity. She's really open and angular. Our 3-year-old doe showing us a lot of strength in that mammary system with a lot of balance and symmetry, wonderful extension and fullness of that fore udder, a lot of width to that rear udder as we watch them travel around the ring. Our 4-year-old doe here is showing us a lot of strength in her turn in that mammary system. Very similar shape and type of mammary system as the doe right behind her. And then our aged doe, a 9-year-old doe, showing us a lot of correctness with her feet and legs and longevity. I feel like the doe that really puts it together with the mammary system, dairy strength, and body capacity is going to be the 3-year-old doe here for our champion. So we'll bring her out to the table, please. I would bring the second place 3-year-old doe. Bring her to the table. So now let me bring our second place 3-year-old doe out to compete for reserve champion. While I do admire the dairy strength and productivity on this individual as well, I feel like the strength with area of udder support comes now to the 4-year-old doe, and she'll be the reserve champion, the 4-year-old doe.
Your senior champion photographer doe goes to Kennedy Crease with her doe out of Class 8, and your reserve champion goes to Clara Pennell with her doe out of Class 9. Now in the ring, we will meet both our senior and junior champion and reserve champion for overall Toggenburg.
champion lineup now for overall with it's a combined doe show, so we have to bring back our junior does to compete against the senior does. I know I'm getting some confused looks from my handler here. So we bring back the junior does to compete against the senior does. I really love this dry yearling, and I hope she freshens as beautifully as these other wonderful does here at the head of the line, but it's real easy for me to stay with that exceptional memory system on our senior champion for champion and the reserve senior champion for reserve champion. Thank you so much.
Your overall champion Toggenburg doe goes to Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H, and your reserve overall Toggenburg champion doe goes to Claire Canal of Poway 4-H. Congratulations. Now in the ring, we will have Class 12, Produce of Dam. Class 13, Dairy Herd is on deck, and Class 14, Best 3 does, please be ready.
First place Produce of Dam is going to go to the group on my left. Just so you need more consistency as in type with the substance of bone, the width between the hocks, the width through the loin. Just a little bit more similarity with qualities, particularly the rear legs, as we look at them today. Second place group will be the group to my right.
Your first place Produce of Dam goes to Avery Wilson of Poway 4-H, and your second place goes to Claire Pennell of Poway 4-H.
Dam and daughter now to the ring. If we have any dam and daughter entries for the Toggenburg division, they should be in the ring. hyperkind comes together. While I really do admire that we have two productive individuals on my left, however, I feel like we do see more consistency and improvement on my group on my right. The dam and daughter to my right will be first place dam and daughter, second place dam and daughter to the group on my left here.
Your first place, Class 16, dam and daughter, is Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H, and second place goes to Claire Canal of Poway 4-H. Now entering the ring is Class 14, Best 3 Does. And then Best Utter.
Really nice best 3 entry here. A lot of consistency and type, a lot of dairy strength throughout the group, deserving of their blue ribbon. Thank you so much.
First place in Class 14, Best 3 Does, goes to Avery Wilson of Poway 4-H. Now entering the ring, we will have Class 15, Best Utter.
Scratch. Scratch. No, at the end. No, at the very end. Like the start. No,
You've got one class and then your dairy hurt, so get it ready.
Okay, so for the advantages she has today with extension and fullness and smoothness of forerunner, more balance, wonderful capacity and texture to that memory system, the dough right here in the middle will be my best udder of the Toggenburg breed. Really exceptional, wonderful texture, nice shape to that memory system.
and then Claire, and then Will.
Recorded great. The recorded great.
We will now move on to our recorded grade. Ryan, we need your recorded grade for the ring. If we could start getting our champion from each breed to the ring for best of show, we will do that, and then we will do dairy herd after best of show. The judge would like to remind everyone that the best of show, your goat needs to be milked out.
Hey, will you give me that recorded grade? The champion?
In the ring now is Class 2 of Intermediate Kid recorded grade. This is our only entry in this division, and then we will move right into best of show.
in our whole division, but just a wonderful doe to end this show. Just a wonderful example of dairy strength, general appearance, love the right length of rump on her, the width between this doe. A wonderful doe to wrap up our show. She'll be the junior champion and overall champion of the division. Single recorded grade. I'm assuming unless we have any other milking recorded grades, but congratulations to everybody. So we're going to take just a minute if we need to get anybody milked out, and then we'll be back for best doe and show.
Reese Favor, we need Junior La Mancha to the ring. We need Winnie Duong with your Nigerian dwarf to the ring. Will Warner with your Nubian. And then Ryan Seaman.
You can call me.
Yeah, I want to hear that. My bad. Sorry.
Jackson show pretty soon. Hopefully, we had our earlier breeds should be done. The Alpine should be done. The Nigerian should be done milking out. The only one I know we could probably wait a little bit longer for would be the Sonnens and Toggenburg. But everybody else needs to be ringside with their best doeg show. Okay, so we're going to be starting, we're going to bring the goats in order as they were shown. So we're going to start with our Alpine, who was Dixie Manor Loco Ruby. She can enter the ring, as we call them. Our La Mancha was Aragon's Bellis. Argon's Bellis. The Nigerian dwarf was Urban Acres CRF BH Moonstone. Our Nubian was Cat's ERE 80. Our Sodden was Old English Hyacinth. Our Toggenburg is Cat's ERF Conti. And the recorded grade is Jinx H Nova Blast. Whew, a great name. Congratulations to everybody that has a doe out here. Go ahead and walk them around.
We'd like to give a big thank you to our judge today, Rebecca Nick. She is here all the way from Bridgetown, California, and she has been an active licensed judge for 5 years. We really appreciate her taking the time to make the long drive and be here.
What a great lineup. Thank you all so much for having me again. Thank you for the hard work that our youth has put in. I know with no shows last year, we all were in the same boat. I didn't get to go anywhere. My goats all stayed home. I still milked 365 days a year. I still did it all. Dairy animals are definitely a dying project, unfortunately, and I'm so proud to see all these young people here taking on the responsibility to do this project. I feel like there was a couple individuals that really stood out to me. I want to talk a little bit about this sable doe. I know she's a junior, or the recorded grade, I'm sorry, she's a junior doe, but really exceptional with the general appearance she has. She is strong and open and angular, and hopefully she freshens with a beautiful memory as some of these other does. Our Toggenburg doe, a really rugged doe, really admire the breed strength about the head, the ear set, the width and power she has, the substance of bone. She had a memory system that was exceptionally wide and high up into that escutcheon and has milked down exceptionally well. Our Saanen doe, another big rugged doe, big powerful doe, and she has also milked down exceptionally well. Really love the length of rump on this doe, the uphill stature. Our Nubian doe, really long bone pattern, beautiful breed character, a bell-shaped ear with thin, pliable skin, a beautiful rolling nose, just a beautiful example of the Nubian breed here. Our Nigerian doe, a 2-year-old, a younger doe, but very strong. Really love the rump length we see on this doe, a trait in Nigerians that is a little bit hard to come by, and just a very balanced and correct individual with her front end assembly, has milked down in her turn also exceptionally well. Our La Mancha, a 6-year-old doe. I really love the general appearance on this doe when she was full. She was exceptionally capacious. She has milked down exceptionally well. Strong feet lengths, particularly those forelegs and front pasterns. Our Alpine doe, really sharp and dairy and angular. Maybe not had the most capacity to a mammary system out here, but it was well shaped and well attached, and really love the length of rump and the width of rump on this doe. For me, though, the competition in my mind really came down to 2 goats kind of down here at the end. It was between this Toggenburg and this Saanen doe. And I feel like really just for the advantages she has in general appearance, being a bit more correct in that front end assembly, particularly with the fullness at the point of elbow, the depth in the chest floor, the width in the chest floor, that Toggenburg doe is going to be my best team.
Your best of show was the Toggenburg doe, shown by Kennedy Crease of Poway 4-H. Congratulations to all our exhibitors. You guys did an awesome job. If we could please get our dairy herd comprised of multiple breeds to the ring, we will have our last class and wrap up the show. Just one more reminder as we wrap up the show. We do need everyone to clean out their pens. There is a rollaway dumpster in between the barn and the racetrack, and there are wheelbarrows out on the show office end of the barn. I also need our Toggenburg Grand Champion and Reserve Grand Champion to come up to the judge's desk. We need Kennedy and Clara to the show ring, please.
And so he has So that would be this one. I just want to verify with you because we're going to definitely we'll have that in the order. Okay, thank you. Okay. That's that young man up there. I just want to come and see what I'm saying.
It's fine, you're fine. We'll just draw one. There's another spot for the wait, one more. Here, right here. Well, that's not how that's gonna work with the, I have to take care of it. We actually have to figure it out and have to put the signature in the spot. Yeah, once we get to the right. Oh, she needs to sign on the right spot. We can't just. Hang on, no go. Okay, you're gonna sign right here. Okay.
We need the dairy herd comprised of multiple breeds to the ring.
Is there like a number? Four notes? Like a normal dairy herd? Four notes? No. It's a normal dairy herd. There's like 4 animals, right? And we're no Yeah, right? I wish I would have had this box on though. Okay. Okay, okay. I'm gonna do this later. I'm gonna go over there and sit down. We're done. Dairy herd, you come in. You're ready. Is everybody happy?
Yep.
Let's make sure everybody's happy. Yeah. She's gonna yell at us all day long. Okay.
So this is like our overall, I know at this California State Fair, they have a supreme like dairy herd after the show where we bring back for a supreme overall dairy herd. And then my first place dairy herd in my mind is going to be these does on my left. Consistently milked down, more appropriately, more area of udder support, more consistency and type of body also, smoothness of blending, length of bone pattern throughout, strengths of feet and legs, a little bit stronger than our group here in 2. But first place dairy herd, second place dairy herd here. Thank you so much.
And that will conclude our show. Thank you, everyone.